What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I'm going to focus in on the Boston Bruins signing Beleskey to a 5-year deal worth $19 million, $3.8 million a season. I actually do not hate this deal, which I haven't said a whole lot this week with the Bruins and with free agency in general. It's not a bad deal for a guy that's coming in. To say he's coming into his own, take it with a grain of salt because he's, I think, 2 weeks older than Milan Lucic. So, if coming into your own with 22 goals is that, then what do you call Lucic coming off an off year? So, again, I think, he played his, third or fourth full season in the NHL this year. Really broke out. Plays a good physical game. I mean, he's not the, most gifted offensive player, but at $3.8 million, honestly, I thought he was going to get a David Bolin contract, so the fact they're able to get him at that price isn't too bad. But signing these decent hockey players kind of gets in the way of the whole tanking for Austin Matthews next year. But I mean, who knows what Don Sweeney's up to? But taking my love of the Boston Bruins out of the equation and just looking at the big picture, because again, as a Bruins fan, I want to see them tank and go after Matthews or Chicken because they're not competing for the cup. I don't mind it, and I think he'll be on line with David. Someone tweeted me this. It's actually my exact thought when I read it, and I'll talk about it in the other piece as well on Jimmy Hayes. The Krejci, Jimmy Hayes, Matt Beleskey line, that'd be a good line. I think Krejci can create, good enough for both of them to get their chances, and I think they're good enough to bury those chances from one of the best playmakers in the game. So, again, I like the deal all around. But I'm still perplexed as to what the Bruins are doing going forward. I mean, I think they really should try to think about blowing it up. But I guess with Beleskey in the fold, they want to be not completely awful. You don't know with this team. It's too middle of the road, and I think that's the biggest issue I have. But we'll see what happens. I mean, the Eastern Conference is the Eastern Conference, even though I think the East, and I've said it many, many times, is going to be a hell of a lot better next season. But, I wouldn't rule the Bruins off a playoff spot. I don't like what Don Sweeney's doing for the long term here, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's like some sort of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the off season and beyond. Later, guys.